Hey, what's going on, the yellow one? I'm gonna talk about something that uh the pit bull world been talking about for about maybe 3 weeks. It's been a real big discussion on YouTube, and that is hybrid vigor. Um, if you look up the definition, you Google it. I mean, I Googled it like last week. I Googled it last year. I Googled it 2 years ago, and every time I Google it, the same definition pops up. But if you Google it, it'll say you'll see something about you get it from the breeding of crossbreeding, two different breeds. Not species, but two different breeds. You'll also see something about if you look into further into the definition, you'll see something about they're doing the crossbreeding to try and eliminate one bad gene in one dog, and they're trying to replace it. They were trying to remove that bad gene by bringing in another breed. But you'll also see the word robust. Um, Robust means strong, um, good health. If you Google the word vigor by itself, just the definition, right? It also will say physical strength, good health. So I can see why we would say you can get it from line breeding or inbreeding on a pure a pure family of from inbreeding or line breeding on a purebred dog. It doesn't necessarily have to be a mixed breed. So yeah, that's one that's like something that I because I was confused. I was like, well, it can't mean, it can't mean two things. It can only mean because it clearly says crossbreeding. But if you just take a little time and just kind of research certain words in the definition, then you'll see how it can apply to a breeding of purebred dogs. So like I say, a lot of people, because like earlier I had said, how about we just say, as far as relating to purebred dogs, how about we just say we're bringing out the vigor in the dogs? Don't use the word hybrid. Just say we're bringing out the vigor, because I felt like it would be less confusing. But like I said earlier, you can get hybrid vigor from both of them, from crossbreeding and breeding pure dogs, breeding lion breeding, inbreeding on a pure family of dogs. Well, I'm gonna say more lion breeding than inbreeding. So that's something that something that I really didn't really research. Like I said, I knew what the definition was, but I never really just looked into it. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that I had, whatever breed whether I was breeding bullies or I had, I got the pit bulls. I've been back into the pit bulls about 8 years. It doesn't it wasn't something that I thought about, but I probably was practicing hybrid vigor all along and probably just didn't know what it was called. So, there is no little I's and big U's, and we don't have to make people feel less than because they didn't know, or something like that, because, hey, you learned something. I know I did. I knew about it, but I just knew what I had read. And all I was stuck on was crossbreeding. Hybrid vigor, that's how you get it. But like I said, you just take it and you just dissect certain words in there and you go and define those words, you will see that you can get it both ways. I mean, you can get it hybrid vigor from inbreeding. I mean, from breeding a pure family of dogs, and from breeding a family dog from a purebred dog, and you can also get it from crossbreed. So, I mean, like I said, everybody been talking about it about the last 3 weeks. So I just figured I'd give my take on it. And that's pretty much all I had to say. So, I mean, yeah, hybrid vigor, so it's the same thing. I mean, but like I said, we all learned something. We all learned something. I hope everybody did. I hope people kind of went and really researched it and kind of took their time and just really defined it. And ain't nothing wrong with, not knowing or saying, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. Because you got some people kind of be condescending. They kind of, want to make you feel less than, like you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like I can't stand for somebody to talk to me. Like, don't talk down to me. I don't like this shit. I don't like nobody to try to school me. I don't like to be preached to. Don't do none of this shit to me. We can rap and talk, but you ain't gonna preach to me and lecture me on some shit. On some dog shit. So, but that's my whole thing on that. But it's just the delivery and the way people just talk. And hey, we can all learn. I know a lot of motherfuckers didn't copy my content. Some of the content on that I've did on my channel, they'll come back on their channel and repeat it like it's dead. And I don't say nothing. I just hear it and shake my head and be laughing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, though. I don't confront them or nothing like that. But I just notice that some people will do that. They're just like, I know people say, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. People say ain't nothing new under the sun. But I guarantee y'all, in the dog world, especially y'all pit bull guys, I can promise you that y'all did not know that a dog can catch coccidia from bird shit. Y'all didn't know that till I said that shit last year. Then you got people repeating on their channel and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they came from Yayla One. They came from me because I experienced it in 2021 with my dog Santana. So I knew that. But people didn't really, that wasn't a thing that they can catch it from bird shit. But hey, I said it. People heard me say it and they repeated it. But like I said, I ain't gonna, confront nobody, bust nobody out. But that's what some people do. They steal content, steal your ideas and shit. I said a video in 2019. I dropped a video. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get out of here. 2019, I dropped a video about you can mix pyrantel and goat wormer together. I say you can mix pyrantel and goat dewormer. I did a video in 2020. There was a lady in Tractor Supply that put me up on it. The lady was from Arizona, but she moved here, and she moved here to Mississippi, and she was working at a Tractor Supply. She bred blackmouth curs. Anyway, I said that I dropped a video in 2019 about that. In 2020, I see this person with a channel. He do content. He doing a video about whatever. It's a part in the video where he says, oh yeah, you can mix pyrantel and goat wormer. Just straight stole my shit. Because wasn't nobody doing it. I know y'all saying nothing new under the sun, but wasn't nobody mixing pyrantel and goat dewormer. So he says, oh yeah, you can mix the two together. So I go back and look at my video from 19. I'm like, let me see how many views I got. Let me see how many views. It had been up over a year. I had 50 views. So that's why this person was so confident in stealing my little shit and putting it in his shit, like he bringing some new, like he putting y'all up on game, but he stole the shit from me because I only had 50 views. It had been up over a year. But I'm saying people do that. I don't confront people or nothing like that. I just sit back and watch it and smile and keep on keeping on. But hey, y'all, this is Yayla One. Until next time, hey, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.